She will play it because she's a crazy reviewer, gamer. Hopefully this song is shorter for you guys because she thinks the last one was too long, but she still is a crazy cat lady, you gamer. Hopefully this is the last one because like before, I don't like singing these songs.
Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational and entertainment purposes. Hi everybody, Martha here. So today we're going to do a little bit comparison and a little bit of both of you both on Jurassic Park, the book and the movie. And because I just got done finished listening to it yesterday, so let's get to it then. So if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know how that's possible, but go and watch the movie, then come back here, or go read the book, and then come back here. So because there will be spoilers. So yeah. I will say what parts are in in other movies instead, because there's parts that are in this book that are in Jurassic World instead. So, the first part, the opening part of Jurassic World is actually in this book. That part is actually in this book where we see a little girl go be on the beach with her parents, and she almost we don't see it in the movie because that would be horrible, but she almost she gets bit by a bunch of the copies, and they're not really clear about it in the movie, but I'm pretty sure John Hammond says that she's fine. But yeah, she's also fine in the book. So yeah, so that part is a little different here, and a lot of the dinosaurs get loose and goes to the mainland, and in the book, and bite a bunch of kids. It gets really dark, and one ends up biting a baby and kills it. So yeah, and this is what gets John Hammond to get stuff. Unlike in the movie, he's not. He's a bit of an pardon my French, he's a bit of an asshole in the book, because during the whole entire book, he deserves what happens to him in the book. I don't get, and Steven Spielberg made him really nice. It's ironic what they say in the book. One of the quotes they say in the book, he's a lot like Walt Disney, but he's not. Walt Disney was not like this. Walt Disney, if somebody had this happen to his park, he would not be acting the way he does here, because he is only curious about keeping the park running. Even when his grandkids are out there, he is all he really cares about is the park keep going, and he's even thinking about starting another one after this one. So he does not really care. He ends up dying in the book, actually, and so does the one who ends up being the villain in the future books, the future movies, the Asian guy. He ends up dying too. Samuel Jackson dies in both. So we already have two characters that live in the movie that have died already. We have one character that dies in both. The guy who starts this whole entire thing up, he does die in both. He does die the way he does in the movie. Sadly, it's kind of weird because how the way the movie, how way the movie handles them. Ian Malcolm's way he lives, because he dies in the book, but Michael Crichton, I have a hard time saying his last name, so I'm sorry if I said his last name wrong. He did not plan to have a sequel movie or a sequel book, so Ian dies in the book. The reason why he lives through the movie because Steven Spielberg said so, but the reason why he's in the sequel because he gets brought back to life after, because the second book was made after this movie, and I cannot find an audiobook for it, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to review. I would have to pay for it, so yeah, so there is that. I'm probably gonna just do 20 Under the Sea next, because that's what I'm listening to right now. So anyway, so Ian Malcolm does die in the book. He lives during the movie, so in the movie, so there's that. Let me see. The guy with the gun, the guy with the cowboy hat, the one that helps him, Dr. Sattler, when he gets the one that says clever girl, he dies in the movie, but he lives in the book. So I think we got all the people who live in both dies in the other. So it's kind of weird. So let's get back to the story. So whole entire thing that happens with Sattler and Alan are not dating in the book. She's actually getting married. That's why in the movie, in the third movie, she's actually dating somebody. She's actually married to somebody else because that's how it happened in the book. So yeah, and let me see. The kids are a little different there in the book and the movie. Instead, it is Tommy. He's a little bit older than Lex. They kind of make them like switch places. They like because Lex is basically into football, isn't into baseball and stuff like that. The tomboy, but she's basically a lot of trouble, like asking, "I'm hungry" all the time, and saying, "I don't care." So, that's what happens with that, and so they make her be the one that's in the computers. They like took away the computer parts away from Tommy. Like from Timmy and Tommy, or whatever the boy's name is. I think it's Timmy. Gives it part to Lex. So yeah, so that the way she's not so annoying. I think Michael Crichton had a little sister, or older sister, he did not like. One of the two. So yeah, that's why he made this one make her so annoying in the book. So yeah. And yes, they're there for the same exact reason they're in the movies, to help to attract the kids. So, but like I said, John Hammond does not care for them. Oh, he in the book, but he does care for them in the movie. So yeah, and Ian does make a lot more speeches in than the book and in the movie, and there's a lot, and it's a lot more complicated than, I mean. And sometimes they like give some his speeches to somebody else from the movie into the book, like the Hunter Waterfall thing. That was, I think, was Dr. Sattler, Dr. Atler, I think, is the one Samuel Jackson plays. That one was from the Hunter Water thing, was playing with that to the Asian guy. So yeah. So. And there wasn't that much flirting with Ian and Sattler either, so yeah, there's that. And the whole entire the lawyer lives through the book, and it happens to be his daughter's birthday coming up soon. So yeah, the whole entire thing that happens when the T-Rex eats him, that think that's somebody else. It's one of the workers there, or it's and it's actually and also, and we also see Ian does runs away. He does not save the kids. So yeah. So one thing that happens in the toilet thing would be pretty bad for him to happen pretty soon to his for his daughter to hear about for her dad. So what? I guess we just really care about lawyers, do we? Nope. So yeah, and so Daniel Knight. I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy with the glasses. He ends up permits how he dies, and how he just tries to makes all the stuff happen, turns off everything, and then he escapes, and he gets eaten by the dinosaurs. So yeah, and they don't know. They end up finding his body where they're looking for the kids, and Alan, and Alan helps them get fruit back to the back through the park, but they mainly use like the water in the book, and we see like a lot of the dinosaurs act like alligators because a lot of them like swim. But my favorite part is the part where we see the T-Rex attack both the cars, because that part is really good. It's really hard to tell if it's animatronic or CGI, because some parts mainly some of them are animatronics and some of them are CGI, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Mainly like the raptors, those are puppets, except for when they jump onto the tables. That part's also good in the kitchen, and that part does happen pretty similar in the book and the movie. And yeah, Dr. Sattler does get away from the group to get separated, and yeah, sadly they do so yeah. So I think that's pretty much everything. If you've seen both, you read and read both, you know what happens, and yeah, it's a really good movie. You guys should go check it out. So what do I give this movie? I give it a 10 out of 10 because it still holds up after all these years. And I think technically this one's the best one out there, out of the ones that are still out there, because I've still yet to see the newest one, and I don't know if I'm gonna see the one that comes out after that. So yeah. So, and Sully gives it
over Buzz and his deal. So
bye bye guys. Like, share, and subscribe.